Hi, whoever is there. Thank you, Ronnie. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Just anything nasty, Ronnie. Anything nasty. Um, there's bound to be somebody rude gonna pop on and say something nasty. That's all. You could use your own judgment, but hello. Hello, hello, hello. Wherever that person is. Hi. Good evening. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Who's there? No, I don't hear that, Ronnie. I'm wondering, I would turn the air conditioner off, but then the dogs are going to get hot. If anything, they might hear the air conditioner. No, I don't even hear it. I just hear the air conditioner, honey. Glass of wine. Yeah, I would like a glass of wine. Is that wine? Yes, yes, we would. Good evening. Good evening. I don't know. People pop in, but they don't say anything. So I don't know. I really don't know. Nobody is talking, and it's already 10 minutes. I don't know. It says 4 people, but
You know,
if there's other people there, why aren't they saying anything?
people like to lurk.
Now it's down to 2.
Because it's a good time of night too.
Well, at one point there were 6,
I saw that.
so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Or not going on. Could you pour me a glass of that? I want to try that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stuffed.
There you go.
Thank you.
Not that much of those Skittles things in it.
That is good. It has a good taste. You gotta paint that wall back there. You know that? I'm gonna. No, I know. We gotta paint that wall.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't already know.
I already talked to Megan about that. Maybe like a grayish. Redo all that stuff that filled in and then paint it gray. Hello, Jessica. Hi. I guess you heard my conversation with my son. We're talking about the wall back here. I already talked to my friend. I think I wanted to just like redo this kitchen, finish it finally this summer. And I was thinking about like a gray, maybe like a medium gray tone. Her, me, and my son. We could probably fill in what needs to be filled in and even all that out, finish the molding, and it would look a lot better. I'd like to have a nice gray wall back there, not blotchy. I don't know what my landlord was doing when he did that. He started work and he ran into money issues and he couldn't finish it. So, well, anywho. Oh, Charity, hey, happy birthday. I caught your video. I haven't been on Chrome since last year. So I had to relog in and it wouldn't let me put my new password in. And oh my God, it was giving me some issues. But happy birthday, Charity. So, Charity, I was telling Jessica that sometime this summer, Megan said she would help me. We're going to repaint that wall and even out all that foam stuff that we use to fill in like gaps. We're gonna like scrape all that off, seal up every opening, and I wanted to do the walls maybe like a medium gray color. I thought that would look nice. Thank you, Charity. I have it in the description box too. I didn't interrupt your birthday dinner, did I? Did you already eat? So, Jessica, how are you? Ah, you're still cooking. Don't feel bad. I didn't even make my dinner yet. I have meatballs and hoagie buns in the refrigerator. And this white pot behind me there, I have a whole chicken cooking for the dogs. Um, I'm good, but right now it's not good. Um, I'll be honest, it's hard for everybody. Um, I don't know, not really good for anybody, truthfully. But I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm well, so. But anywho, I had the idea to do a live stream. I noticed actually not too long ago, I have 1,930 something subs. And when I was talking to Charity the other night, I said, well, shoot, if I could get each one of my subs, every single one of them, which would be hard to do, but I said if I could get each person to donate just $1, um, that would be cool. That would pay for Bluebelle if she has to get the heartworm shots, and that would also pay for Ebony. Ebony is my dog's sister. So that's kind of why I was um, doing this. Yeah, it is, Ronnie. It is. Yeah, Charity, I didn't tell you. I tried, well, I might have told you. I don't know. We talked about a lot the other night. I tried a fundraiser through PayPal. Um, my cousin actually contributed to that, but that didn't work out for me. I was going to try a GoFundMe, and I'm sort of red flagged with GoFundMe right now. And I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't allow me to set up a GoFundMe. And then I realized um, back when I was still staying down Jim Thorpe, that person who shall remain nameless, but you know, Charity, who I'm talking about, she set up a GoFundMe. Didn't ask me or Ronnie or even tell us. She set up the GoFundMe and she put her Cash App tag in the description. And it was supposedly for me and Ronnie so we could get up enough money to come down here. And that's because she borrowed basically all our money. Um, the one lady who started it off, she donated $400 to Cash App. She found me on Messenger. She messaged me and asked if I received it. She just wanted to confirm that I got it. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. That's how I found out about the GoFundMe that one had going on Facebook. And I said, what are you talking about, a GoFundMe? And she said, well, that one, who shall remain nameless, had put up a GoFundMe. So Ronnie went on Facebook and found it and said, Mom, she has a GoFundMe set up for us. Well, we never thought to actually check what info she had in it. She had her cash tag. So this woman, her name is Jackie. I still talk to her on Facebook. She donated $400. It didn't go to me. It went to that woman's cash app. And when she told me the cash tag, I said, that's hers. That's not mine, Jackie. I said, I am so sorry. I didn't get it. You sent it over to her. And that Jackie woman got so mad. Not mad at me, but mad at that one. She messaged her on Facebook and said, well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm reporting you and I want my damn money back. And the GoFundMe was shut right down. So I think because of that, that is why GoFundMe would let me set up a GoFundMe. Even though I'm not the person who set that GoFundMe up. So I wanted to show whoever all is here. This is Bluebelle's paperwork. This is from the Horry County Animal Care Center. And they do spay neuters. The clinic works with the actual animal shelter. They do shots, pretty reasonable. And they usually partner with AVA, which is Animal Voice Alliance, or Community Spay. Um, that is how I was able to get Ebony and Blue spayed. Um, Community Spay will pay half of an animal spay or neuter. So for Ebony and Bluebelle, because Ebony weighs more, she's a little bit bigger dog, it would have run me about probably 180, 190. It only ran me 100. I paid extra for extra payments for them and the cones. But anyway, they did their heartworm test the day that they got spayed. And Bluebelle's, this is like her shot record. They told me, and they told my friend Megan when we came to pick up the dogs, that they both tested positive. And they highlighted on Blue's, on the bottom, heartworm test canine SNAP, April 1st. High positive. They highlighted it in the orange. And Ebony tested positive, but Ebony's is low positive. Oh, hey, roasted chicken is good to have on your birthday. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, me too, Charity, me too. Yeah, I was having issues trying to get onto Chrome. I haven't been on it since last year, and I was logged out. Um, it changed a little bit with the way you set everything up for a live stream, and oh my God, I had to go put like my name and everything back in it. It kept bringing up my old password, and I kept trying to delete it and put my new password in, and oh my God. I'm going to put a quick post up in a community tab. Yeah, I'm putting something up, Charity, in a community tab. I need to get to an eye doctor, Charity. I swear to God, I can't see. Jessica, are you there?
Something quiet tonight.
Yeah, maybe I should have waited till Friday. Hello? I think an ad is running right now. At least that's what my screen says. Hello? Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Hello. Jessica, are you still there? Yeah, I guess not. I said in yesterday's video that I was going to be doing it. Hello. I guess people are so quiet tonight. Gosh. Hello. Hello? Hello? Hi, thanks for stopping by. Hello? Oh, hey, Charity. Oh, that's nice. I have no luck with dates. I'm telling you, I have the most horrible luck down here. I have never in my life found such immature, ignorant men until I moved down here. I kid you not. I kid you not. That whole Southern gentleman stuff is bullshit. Bullshit. They're immature. And the ones that I've dealt with don't like a woman that speaks her mind. Uh-uh. I was actually supposed to go out for Mexican food Sunday night, Father's Day in the evening. And this guy, his daughter came up from Florida to spend Father's Day with them, which is nice. So I didn't bother him Saturday because they were out in the boat and everything. And so Sunday, I just sent him a short message. Hi, happy Father's Day. What time should I expect you this evening? No answer. So around lunchtime, I check, no answer. Finally, like about close to 5 o'clock, um, I message him and I go, like, what time should I expect you? I haven't heard from you. And we were supposed to actually go between 7 and 7:30. So I want to say about 6:30, this guy, his name is Dave, um, he decides to message me and said, oh, my daughter is still here. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, you know, I'll talk to you another time when you're less busy. And then right away he like started on me. He's like, Well, how was I supposed to know she was going to stay longer? Maybe open up your mouth and ask her. And like, I just let it go. I didn't even like bother. I, politely said, okay, you're busy. I'll talk to you another time when it's better. Hi. Yeah, yeah, I did dodge a bullet. I mean, the guy got completely ballistic, and he's the one rambling at me, and I'm not even answering him. He's like, well, you're making a big deal about this date. And it's like, well, you're the one who suggested Mexican. I agreed to it. We agreed on the time. And then finally, I just said, you know what? So I messaged him back. I said, a little notice would have been appreciated. That, okay, my daughter's still here. I don't think if we're going to be able to do it tonight, fine. Yeah, it was supposed to start at 6 charity. But oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the starting time. Chrome, I haven't been on Chrome since last year. I had to log in all over again, and it kept bringing up my old Google password. And I finally made it realize, okay, you changed your password. I put the new password in, and I go to hit next, and it goes right back to the thing, and it puts my old password in. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I know. I might put a thing up on TikTok later too, because I have a lot of videos up on TikTok, Blue and that. Do I miss Hazleton? I miss being in a city. I'll be honest. I miss walking down the dang street. I miss like going to the library. I miss being able to run to Dollar General 20 minutes before they close because it's like, oh hell, I'm almost out of milk. I miss that, and I miss my family and a couple of good friends. But I don't miss Pennsylvania weather. That's just it. It, I mean, I like it or not like it. I know Hazleton's gone downhill, but it is my hometown. It's where I grew up. Like, you can take me out of Pennsylvania, but you can't take Pennsylvania out of me. And I mean, like, yeah, there is things about Hazleton I do miss, and my family. I have yet to get back up there to see my great grandbaby. He was born in January, and I haven't been able to get up, and I feel horrible. Horrible. I have yet to hold that baby. So it's not really a yes or no. Do I miss Hazleton? I miss things about it. I miss places. I miss people. I miss Jimmy's hot dogs. I know it got sold. Yeah, I mean, Hazleton has gone downhill, and I admit that, but it's my hometown. And my oldest son is there. My grandkids are there. My great grandson, well, he technically is in Berwick. Um, so, yeah, I would hope to get up there sometime in July. My son is trying to coordinate it with my oldest granddaughter because she's an assistant manager. Would I go back to PA? Do you mean to visit or to live? because somebody else asked me that question. And that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me to answer. Would I go back to live? Well, I had leave because I couldn't afford anything. Not on SSI. I wouldn't have been able to afford the apartment that I was living in that got sold. When I was still living on Harrison Street, the apartment was $600 a month. My gas heat was included. The jerk that bought it wanted to jack it up to 900, fair market value bullshit, and then have the gas company come in and everybody had to pay for their own gas heat. Which my building was on a corner, and it was an old building. It was an old building. So, not right now. I would not go back. But I think, like, I think if, God forbid, if I found out I was terminally ill or something like that, I think I would go back. I think I would want to um, pass away back in PA because that's where I'm from. I only have like 3 friends here in South Carolina, and I've been here almost 3 years. It's hard to make friends when you live in like a rural setting. You don't get to really meet people a lot. I mean, I love the weather down here, and I met a lot of really nice people and everything, but it's the distance. From here to like a Walmart is 13 miles. So yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, even my son Bobby, when he left PA years ago and lived out in Arizona for like 2 years, I think it was. Um, it got rough for him, and he finally had to come back. But he was able to come back. He could come back to me and stay with me. Um,
Thanks for saying hi. Say hi, Misty.
that little girl is Misty. She has been hanging around here for about a year. I think she is a kitten of a female cat that lives up the road. The owners got kicked out. Their cat was always having kittens. It was just a nightmare up there. But I've been trying to find a cat rescue to help with her um, because Oreo, I think, would be okay with her, but Feisty, or no, I should say it would be Feisty, I think, would warm up to her eventually, but I don't think Oreo would. He's ornery. Oh my God. He's 14 now, and he's definitely a little old man all the way. Yeah, nobody in Jimmy's family wanted to take it over. Um, so I believe some young Indian girl and her family took it over. It was really weird too. Somebody sent me something about it from Hazelton. Um, it might come up on Google and I'll show you. But yeah, that poor man, he needed a break. And she's a young girl too. Her family helped her with financial backing. That place was in business 85 years. Back in 2022, they had a like a celebration. But I'm looking for something that came up. The girl that bought it, um, the business, John Miho. John Miho, yes. I swear I've known him. Yeah, I had friends send me a picture of him that George Bacos took over at Giorgio's. John Miho, yeah. I've known that guy, I want to say, for probably close to 30 years. Because I remember talking to him when my oldest son was a baby, and I was 21 when I had Randy. And I remember seeing John when my son was in the stroller. He wasn't even a year old. So that's probably more than 25. It's probably around 30 something. Um, I just met him actually. I think the very first time I ever talked to him was Kresge's on Broad Street. I was in Burlett's Bakery when Burlett's Bakery had their little bakery um, in the back and sort of like to the left of Kresge's. I went there to get these pastries my grandma used to like, and I used to love the ones with the coconut on them, the white icing and all that coconut long johns. And I remember the woman at the little white box, the woman taking the twine and pulling it on the thing and wrapping it up and putting that tiny good. And he came walking by and he goes, "Oh, you bought my favorite." He said, "I love them." And I was like, "Really?" He says, "Yeah." He goes, "I love Long Johns. They are so good." I opened up the box that time, took one out and gave it to him. That's actually, from what I remember, that's how I think that's how I met him. And he was a good person. Slimmer. Yep, I got notified. Well, I was still in Hazleton, I think, when Slimmer died. Or no, I might have just come down here. I'm trying to remember, I think. No, I think I had already left. I think I was here when, yeah, I was here when Slimmer passed away. It wasn't that long after I moved. Slimmer, oh, let me see. How do I explain Slimmer? I hung out with him a couple of times. Slimmer definitely had some psych issues. He wasn't really a vet, but he talked about being in the service and stuff, being a sniper and everything. I think he wanted to go into the military, and for whatever reason, when he was young, he didn't. That's kind of what I got from it. I know he was married, and I believe he had one or two daughters, because I remember going to the soup kitchen. Oh my God, I want to say maybe over 10 years ago. The major at the Salvation Army got him a round trip bus ticket to go to Bloomsburg. And she had told him, "The only way I'm going to help you with a bus ticket is if you are sober." Well, he didn't drink that night before. He came in with a backpack. He actually looked a little clean too, and said he had clothes in that pack for himself and his money and everything. And he said to her, "I am sober." He goes, "Do you smell any alcohol on me?" She said no. She gave him the bus ticket. One of his daughters, um, and I remember him showing me a newspaper article from her car accident and showing me her picture. And he actually had some pictures of him with the girls when they were little. Um, she was in a bad car accident, and I guess his ex-wife called them to tell him, and he wanted to come down and see her. And the first thing she said to him is, You have to be sober. She said she's not going to be happy if you come to see her drunk. So, I mean, like, I had a few beers with him here and there, here and there. He wasn't that bad. Like, if you really got to know him, I know there was a few people around town he really disliked, but I just think he had some serious mental health issues, and he basically was a lost soul. I've never had an issue with that guy. Oh my God, Copper Kettle. God, my mom and I used to go there. Um, well, this was before my mom got sick, but my mom and I used to go to Copper Kettle, and we would always order different things. Like, we didn't have a set, like, regular meal there, but I always got a hot fudge sundae. Always got the big hot fudge sundae pile. And I used to ask him for the extra hot fudge on it. Like, it would be drenched. You couldn't see the ice cream.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Charity.
I got the futon pieces outside. The really long ones that were right by the window that has the little legs. They're for the futon, right?
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, I don't know what
Because
else they would be for.
I also found pieces for that were all like wrapped up in duct tape. I think that went to the one frame that he burned over there for the one bed.
Well, we're gonna have to work on getting new ones, Ronnie.
Nah,
But as long as you got everything for the futon.
I'm pretty sure I did. I did have to put pictures down.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, the hot fudge sundaes there were amazing. They were high. Like, I kid you not, they were high. I don't even know how many scoops of ice cream they used to put in it, but I used to always ask her, like, can I have extra hot fudge, please? Like, I don't care if you charge me 20 cents or something extra for it, but whatever, 50 cents. And they would drench it with the hot fudge. It would just be pouring down. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So good. Oh, thank you, Charity. Thank you. I appreciate it. You worked there 2002 to 2004. Um, yeah, I want to say it was definitely it was in the 90s then. Yeah, definitely had to be in the 90s. But my mom and I used to go there quite a bit. We used to go to Jimmy's a lot. We used to go to Colonial at times too for their hot dogs. I see that finally they're doing something with the Ground Round building. They're tearing it down there and gonna put something new up. I always hoped that they would have had a new restaurant come in. I don't know if you ever used to go to Ground Round, but me and my family did. Um, when my well, when my sons were young, we used to go there. My mom used to like take us out for dinner, maybe like a day or so after my kids' birthdays, and it was just so crowded. There was like, oh my God, too many tables. I always thought in their dining area, like literally where I'm sitting, like here, right here, I could rub elbows. Oh no, when did Bonanza close? Yeah, that's an idea, Charity, and I could share it on TikTok too. I could share it on TikTok too. That's a good idea. Oh my gosh. My hairdresser that I used to go to years ago, God, I can't remember the woman's name now. My sons used to go there to get haircuts too. She had a little shop up on the south side. Her brother was the manager of Bonanza, and she was married to a mailman. A short lady, brown hair, really good hairdresser. Funny as all heck, and she had a really great personality. She was nice. Um, God, I can't think of her name. It's been a while because she sold her shop to this young girl, and the young girl did my hair after her. And my kid's dad talked to her and said that I wanted a spiral perm, which I did. And my hair was long at the time. It was like to here, and it was real light blonde. But I had wanted a spiral perm. I really liked the way a lot of women that had them looked. So for Mother's Day that year, my kid's dad paid for her to give me a spiral perm. And she fried my hair. She used the wrong perm for bleached, um, colored treated hair. She used the wrong perm, and after about 3 weeks, I had no hair on the right side. It all broke off. And that's when I was working at the Standard Speaker overnight doing the inserts for the newspapers. Well, what happened was some of my hair was breaking off, and I was leaning over with the inserts. I thought my hair got caught in the machine. No, a chunk of my hair literally fell off, fell out, and fell in the machine. That's when I knew something was wrong. Yeah, this lady, yeah, she took over a hair salon after, well, telling Jimmy we were talking about a restaurant back in Hazelton named Bonanza. It was a really good family type restaurant, really good. His sister, Harry's sister, she was the hairdresser, and then she retired. She's married to a mailman. She retired and sold the shop up on the south side to this young blonde haired girl. And she, yeah, she screwed my hair up. I wound up cutting, my hair was down to here. The spirals look gorgeous. I actually have a photo. I don't know if it's on my Facebook, but I have a photo of me with that perm. It looked beautiful for like a week. And my hair broke off so bad. Literally, my hair was like lopsided. Like there was no hair here. And it was breaking off in the back. Oh, hi, sweetie. Hi, James. How are you? Ronnie is modding. Aw, we miss you and Ralph too, honey. I hope everything is going good for you guys. Well, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. I do appreciate that very, very much. I do. So take care and don't work too hard, James. Don't work too hard, honey. But yeah, Charity, that oh God, I can't remember her name. That girl that was the hairdresser totally screwed my hair up. I wound up cutting my hair. I had to chop all the perm off. I had to cut my hair so short. Um, I don't know if any of you remember a woman that used to be on a lot of infomercials years ago called Susan Powder. She was, I forget, she was like into, I think, like some kind of exercising or something and diets and stuff. Well, Susan had this real short, like inch hair all over. Like, that's what I wound up having to cut my hair to because all my hair got damaged from that perm. So, like $140, that was my Mother's Day present when out the window. And I never got another perm, which is silly. Actually, my hair is growing out. Megan kind of cut it last time into more of a shag. and gave me more layers than what I have. But when my layers grow out, they just hang. And I'm like, you need to do something with this hair, girl. I can't deal with it. But take care, James. Thank you. But yeah, Jimmy. She wound up. Funny that I started talking about that hairdresser. She wound up closing her salon. I want to say maybe about 2 years after my hair incident. I called her up and told her that she damaged my hair and I'd never go there again, and I didn't. But she also damaged son's mother's. She used to get a perm like every 6 months, and she did something with her hair, and it fried Sandy's hair too, and she wasn't happy about it either. But I believe she really screwed someone's hair up with something coloring or something that they pretty much, I guess, reported her. Now, she wasn't the greatest hairdresser. No. Jeannie. Jeannie. That was her name, Jeannie. The hairdresser, Jeannie. It just popped in my head. Jeannie. Now, if I can remember the name of the young girl that took her salon over, she was very pretty, real pretty girl. And she had a nail tech there. Oh God, Michael Alexander. My son Bobby went to him to get a trim a couple of times. Yeah, yeah. Well, when I was working in high school and I had my own money and everything, I went to Jay Bonomo. He was like considered, you know, there was a girl in my one class and I loved her hair. And she had like the Farrah Fawcett hair. I loved her hair. And I had said, well, I would like my hair like Farrah Fawcett's. And he did it. And oh my God, I love that hair. I love that hairstyle. And my mom used to call it the Farrah flip. And then if I get caught in the rain and come home, my hair's hanging, she'd say, what happened, Farrah? Did it flop? But yeah, I went to Jay Bonomo a few times. He was a little pricey, but he was great with hair. A lot of girls I went to high school with went to him at the time to get their hair done.
Who was that lady that you and my dad used to take to meet to on a chess?
Jeannie. I was just talking
Jeannie.
about her. Yeah. But
I
yeah.
never liked the vibes I got from that Michael Alexander guy. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope,
My
nope.
son Bobby got a bit of a weird vibe from him. I don't know why. He was kind of asking Bobby some weird stuff when he was cutting his hair years ago. And Bobby was like, yeah, okay, hey, paid him and everything, gave him a tip and that. And he goes, I don't know. He goes, the guy just weirded me out a little bit. But he did a good job on my son's hair. His hair looked nice, really nice. I actually believe he did. Oh my God, and it's so funny you say that. That's exactly what my son said. My son said, Mom, I think he's gay. I mean, I have nothing against people that are gay or anything like. But my son Bobby, was just like, I think he's gay. He said he kept running his fingers through my hair. Bobby has like thick hair, really thick hair. Thank God he didn't get my thin hair. His father had thick hair. And so, like, this guy is just like playing with his hair, like, oh, I love your hair. It's so thick. And Bobby goes, I couldn't wait to get the hell out of that chair. He goes, he really was making me feel like, like a certain way. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you know what the thing is? It's not the word that offends gay people. I think it's the homophobia that people have about gay people, and right away religion ties into that. And so, like, there's a lot of bias in that before you even actually meet a gay person that you have in your head because you've been conditioned to think or, believe certain things. Big Ronald and I, Ronnie's dad, Big Ronald and I used to go into Ron's office pub a lot. I'm sure you remember Ron's office pub. A lot of great times there, a lot of good bands there too. And there was a gay couple that lived somewhere around there on Wyoming Street. They might have lived by Thero's Furniture, I think. And they would come in. They always had a certain corner at the front bar that they would sit in. Now, if there was a band, eventually they would, show up in the back to listen to a band. But they were gay and they were really nice guys. The one guy was a little bit more feminine with his mannerisms, but they were really nice guys. And I think most people picked up on it that they were gay, but nobody ever hassled them. As a matter of fact, when it was one guy's birthday, him and his partner came in and they bought everybody in the bar that time around. They even went to the back where the band was playing and they bought everybody back there around. They were nice guys. They had good jobs somewhere. I don't know where they were working, but they were nice guys. I don't know whatever happened to them. I used to see them around town a lot, and I hadn't seen them in years. Well, now being here in South Carolina, down the Myrtle Beach area, a gay person, a trans person, nobody's going to blink an eye. But we're in like a small town. We're actually on the rural end of a small town. And there is a lot of racism. There is a lot of bias. And when Ronnie was working in a grocery store, he actually had a customer tell him that he was living in the wrong state. He should go back to Pennsylvania. To which Ronnie said, "It's a free world and I can live anywhere I choose to live," which was very true. But yeah, down here, there's a lot of bias and racism. So, like Ronnie and I went to a Pride event um, last year, and it was hosted by the Funplex. We're 25 minutes, which really isn't that far, and not even 25 minutes. I want to say maybe like 20 minutes tops. Um, but if you don't have a ride to go, it's far. The nearest bus stop is like 4 miles from here, and it's by a prison. Well, a detention center. It's by a detention center. 4 miles to go to that bus stop to catch a bus back to go to Conway. And then in the city of Conway, you can take a coastal RTA bus and go down to the beach for the whole day till like, I think, 8 o'clock. And then you could take a bus back. Um, I was cleaning down the beach area last year. And actually, not long after I moved here, I got a job. When Ronnie went back to PA, I was here by myself for like 3 months or so. Um, coastal, coastal Carolina, is that what you're talking about? I know there's a few schools down here. I don't really like coastal Carolina. Yes, yes, it is. Um, now, is that the school that has the team, the Chanticleers? They do the teal colors, and they're called the Chanticleers, like college football. Because there's a real nice stadium they have there for them. Yeah, we pass that. I pass that a lot going to certain doctor's appointments. As a matter of fact, the local Bojangles, when football season starts, they change their ads up on the billboards, and they say fueling, fueling. Oh, it's kind of cute the way they put it. They put fueling Carolinas Chanticleers or something. It's cute the way they do it though, and they put the teal color on their billboards for the football team. But that's a nice stadium. I mean, just driving by, looking, that's a beautiful stadium. I don't even know what that costs, but it is nice. Yeah, coastal Carolina. That's what I was talking about. Now, there is something that made me laugh. Name of a football team. When I seen it, I literally spit my coffee out, laughed so bad I dropped my coffee cup in my friend's house. Gamecock. And the picture said something about loving, love to be a gamecock. I seen that. I started laughing. I almost choked on my coffee. I spit it out. I said, that is a cruel ass joke. You're going to name a football team Gamecocks. I said, who in the heck thought of that name for that team? Like, oh my God, you could have picked such a better name than that. Like, no, 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 no. That's absolutely horrible. Conway is a nice town. I do like Conway. Um, Conway has a really cute downtown district that reminds me a lot of downtown Jim Thorpe. It really does, but just with a southern flair. Like they had that same idea of like all the little stores, and you go around the corner in an alley, and there's like more little stores and restaurants and everything. Um, it's a really, really cute area. They have a couple of cute little restaurants there and that. There's the Riverwalk. Um, that you can like just go over to the park and walk the length of the river walk, which is really, really pretty. I actually did a video about that. I was recording it when I did some of the river walk. Um, it's really pretty there. There's all kind of little spots you could have a picnic and stuff. It's really, really nice. There's a lot of cool things to do down the beach. So I have a list of things that I want to do. I didn't get to. Now, last year I wanted to go do a zip line. I didn't get to do it, so I said, well, okay, that's going to be top on my list this summer. I want to do the zip line. Don't you know the darn place that had the zip lines shut down the beach? I don't know if they relocated somewhere else, but they shut it down. I don't know why. Oh, Charity, my cousin lives up in North Carolina now. I've been meaning to tell you. My youngest cousin, Caroline, that lived in Philly since she went to college. Her husband was born and raised in North Carolina. When their daughter Maya started college, they sold their house down in Philly and they moved up to North Carolina. They're looking to buy a house. I don't know how you pronounce it. Brevard, Brevard, Brevard or Breward. I think it's Brevard. That's where he's from. That's where he was born and raised. That's where he grew up. They're renting a really nice little house up there. Um, that was her husband. He, I guess, had friends that had something for rent and they rented it to them. They're looking to buy, but she said it's just not a good. I believe it is more so in the mountains because when she's not working, she works part time from home. But then she got herself also now a physical job, like where she is working with a team there, a swim team. She was big on swimming back in Philly. She was a part of a group called the Finns, and they did like some swim meets and things. So she was always a swimmer. She does go to a little waterfall. She's done pictures of the waterfall, and it can't be that far from where she lives because her and Kevin like to hike when Kevin has off work. Yeah, them river walks are really nice, Charity. They really are. That one in Conway is pretty nice. I like it. It's really relaxing. Um, Brevard, yeah, Brevard. There you go. I wasn't sure if it was Breward or Brevard, um, how I was pronouncing it, but yeah, that's where she lives. That was their agreement when they got married that they were going to stay in Philly because they both had really good jobs there. And they put their daughter through really expensive public school, high school. She wasn't in a public school system. She went like right into college and everything. Um, but now that she's in college, they had told her they were going to sell the house and move to North Carolina. That was their agreement when her and him got married. I have yet to ever meet her husband. I mean, she came to see me um, twice when I was living back up on Harrison Street. But yeah, so my youngest cousin is up in North Carolina. I want to go to Carowinds. Charity, if anybody is going to be able to help me this summer get my butt up to Carowinds, it's got to be you. I need somebody that's going to take my ass up to Carowinds, even if I got to get a hotel for a night. I want to go to Carowinds. They have all these cool roller coasters. Because if I get up to PA in July, I want to see if we could go to Knoebels. Knoebels, I'll always love Knoebels. Knoebels is amazing. I went there. My boys went there. My grandkids went there. Yeah, Charity, it is pretty up there. She's always posted pictures of like this waterfall and trails. And there's a certain area of these big boulders and rocks and everything. And she will like sit there and take pictures. Her husband got her into hiking. She was like, "What do people do here?" She said, "For hobbies." Because back in Philly, she was a bit of a social butterfly. She was involved with a lot of different things. She was always going out to this house, this place with this person, that person, blah, blah, blah. So now she has a much smaller friend circle. Oh, man. Well, if you could do me a favor, Charity, and let me know like what the admission is and everything, when that when it like when they actually open up and what time they shut it down. Because I want to go to Carowinds. I really, truly do this summer. I've seen 3 roller coasters in videos on YouTube. Um, the one coaster you stand up, I got to do that. There's one where you're laying down. I want to do that. And then there's another one where you're sitting. I think it's like 4 people on the front and then 4 people on the back. And it like swings you, and then you go on this other track, and then it'll swing you back. It's like, I got to get there. I want to go. I got to get there. Before I get too old to enjoy roller coasters, I want to go. So, yeah, if you could just like make an inquiry or something about it for me, like what the admission is and everything. When I want to go and when you have the free time to go, I'll cash out you the money, come down and get my butt, and let's go hang out at Carowinds for a day. Because I see so many videos on YouTube about it that, oh man, I really, really want to go ride some of them coasters. I think it is around Raleigh. You know what?
Carowinds?
Carowinds, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's near Raleigh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But just for the heck, I don't trust my memory much anymore. I just got too much going on up here that I don't trust my memory a lot of times for nothing. I know that the way Carowinds is like spread out, there's the one roller coaster. There's the one roller. There's one roller coaster. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Something's going on. Hang on. Megan, what's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is it okay if I leave the dogs out? All right. Come on, guys. Go potty. Come on, go potty. Go potty. All right. I'm sorry about that. Ronnie was yelling about something, and oh yeah, that's true. Well, darn it, Charity, you're going to have to take a day and make a free time. Um, One of the rides, though, at Carowinds, one of the coasters, they say that part of the ride is in North Carolina and part of the ride is in South Carolina. That the ride itself is actually like on the border. I guess like when you get on it, you're in North Carolina, but when you get off of it, you're technically um, in South Carolina. Yeah, I would like to get to Knoebels if I can get up to PA in July. I said to my oldest son, um, I have wanted to come up the end of this month, but my son is going to be going for a second surgery on his knee. Um, my oldest granddaughter, right after her birthday, she went over to Dominican Republic with her boyfriend. She went there last year. Um, so she should be coming back next week. And then that weekend, she's going with her dad to Ohio. I don't know where they're going or if they're going to hear, a singer or something, whatever they're doing. But she's going with her dad in Ohio, and he said, "Well, July would actually be better. Jaden and I could schedule time off, so we have a weekend." My youngest granddaughter that had the baby, um, she's living in Berwick with her boyfriend, and I'm assuming close by his family. Um, that like everybody could get together and we could all like go down to Nobles would be really, really nice. It really would be. If I could do that, I would think I would bring my mom's urn And I think I would sprinkle, without anybody knowing, a little bit of my mom's ashes, because she loved Knoebels. My mom used to still ride the roller coaster up until she was about, I want to say 77, 78. Then she stopped riding the roller coasters because her heart got really, really bad. But up until that point, my mom would ride that Phoenix 4 or 5 times. Twister, she'd be kicking back while the Twister's going. My mom loved roller coasters. Yeah, but then her heart got really, really bad, and her kidneys started going, and like everything hit her, um, all at all at once. Aw, dang, Charity. Well, if I win the lottery, Charity, guess what? I'll send you money to get your AC fixed and be like, woman, you're taking the day off and we're going to Carowinds. I want to go to Carowinds. But I just seen from different videos, they have like really cool roller coasters there. And I know there's an amusement park. I think it's in Ohio. It's all roller coasters, just roller coasters. But I seen a few videos of Carowinds, and I didn't even realize there was an amusement park there. And I was like, oh hell. I also didn't know there's a casino up in North Carolina either until my friend's sister. Um, I asked my friend one day, I said, where's Chelsea? And she said, at the casino. And I go, what casino? There ain't no casinos down here. She said, North Carolina. I mean, they have the ones that are on a boat. I might give it a try and try it sometime. But when I actually have extra money. Right now, I don't got extra money. What's really bad for me right now is the fact that I'm not cleaning. Um, I didn't do it simply because my heart was giving me issues. And I really didn't know if it would be good. Oh, excuse me, I dropped something 1 sec. I didn't know if it would be good for me to actually do it or not. Um, I mean, I could clean. It's not the cleaning is the issue. But we were lifting heavy bags of clean linens, bags of wet, dirty linens, and stuff like that. Oh, God. Charity, you're going to laugh. Megan's car right now, her Kia got stolen. Her white Kia got stolen. And the person who stole it, well, that's a long story. I might even talk about that in my Patreon when I get that up and running. She's using the boyfriend's Lexus while he's away. I was with her 2 times when it blew a tire. First time was coming back from grocery shopping at Walmart. Second time was on the way to Myrtle Beach. The tire blew and she had to park it on the side of the road. And that was crazy. Then it popped a third time. And these are all different tires that were put on. She was on her way to a doctor's appointment, not even that far from here. And the spare that she had put on, that popped. But that was a different side. But the first 2 times it popped was the right side. I said to her, I said, this car is jinxed. This car is cursed. Because anything and everything is going wrong with that car. I said, somebody jinxed this car because anything and everything, like, oh my God. I don't even like riding in it. I always get a feeling like, oh God, what's going to happen now? If it's not a tire, then it might be some other damn thing, you know? Steering wheel locks up sometimes. It's like hard to steer. Yeah, she had a lot of problems with that damn car. And that's another reason she didn't want to work this summer either. Her Kia would have been able to go, back and forth, no problem. Could have went to PA back and forth, no problem, but not the Lexus. I just swear somebody jinxed that car. you just get a weird vibe in that car at night. Like, I don't know how the hell explain it. I was raised with superstitious grandmother. What could I say? But I pick up on things, and nighttime in that car, it's a different vibe than going somewhere in the day. Nighttime, it's just off. It's weird. I still think something happened with that car at night with somebody. I don't know what, but it wasn't an accident. But something happened with that damn car. Something, or the person who was driving it. I even asked her. I said, "Okay, so this was a used car. Does your boyfriend know the history of the car?" And she goes, "Yeah, some of it." And I go, I don't think he knows all of it. I don't think so. I don't think they told him everything. Yeah, same with the Lexus. I mean, like, spitting a prayer, man. Say a prayer and you'd go get to Walmart. Then it's like, well, okay, are we going to be able to get back? Like, it ain't funny. And nobody has the money to fix nothing. Even my landlord's pickup, his AC went. Um, and he don't have the money for it right now. I mean, well, it works a little, but you can tell that there's something wrong with it. It doesn't kick out. Like, I would get cold within 5 minutes. That's how good his AC was. Mm-mm, barely, nah. Yeah, it's crazy. It is really, really crazy for everybody. Oh, so charity. So I went to this food giveaway Tuesday morning. Now, when I went to the same church last year, they gave you, like, oh my God, a whole bunch of drinks, like five, six different packs of drinks, and a couple of nice, cakes, cupcakes, things like that. Um, it froze for a minute. Yeah, it froze again. Um, a whole bunch of stuff, like a big bag of like chicken and ground beef and stuff. Well, when we went this past time, me and Megan, we got each 6 bags of apples, um, a whole case of pinto beans, um, 2 bags of rice, and trying to think, 4 packs of pork patties. And they're not bad pork patties. I think I got some of them before last year from somewhere. But yeah, that's what they were giving out to everybody. And my landlord was like, "Damn, where's the goodies?" He goes, "I was looking for something sweet." So Ronnie has been very creative, and Ronnie made up, like, we're out of juice and everything like that. Um, Ronnie took tea bags. I have a mess of all different kind of tea bags. So Ronnie took a few of this orange type of tea, orange ginger, and let them steep in water, cold water. Then he sliced up, like, almost a whole bag of apples. Yeah, that froze again. Sorry about that. He sliced up a whole bag of apples, and he put in sugar, he put in ginger, a little bit of cranberry juice, which, believe it or not, went really good, and chilled it, and says to me, "Here, try it." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's so good." That's what we're drinking right now, either black coffee or that juice that he made, because I'm just like, I'm out of everything. Everything. And when I had the extra food stamps, I I didn't run out like that. I mean, I might be down to, like, say, my last 20 in stamps. I would go run to Walmart, grab, some iced tea and lemonade, couple bottles of soda, be good. But I only get, now I get 102, And to think that I used to get $3.50. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, it is. It is. It's really, really good. Um, he just made 2 pictures up today. Well, the one he made is like the juice that he made yesterday with the apple steeped in it and that, like really, really good. But then he had some of these flavored things. I guess he got him at Dollar Tree for when he was working. Um, he put the Skittles flavor in and made that up with the sugar, and that is actually really, really good. I like sweet tea. I didn't know if I would like it or not, but yeah, I like sweet tea. I make sun tea. I make my own lemonade. If I go to Cherry Hill, one of the food pantries I go to, they always give you a bag of like oranges, lemons, limes. Well, I will squeeze all them. Um, Even the grapefruit, if they have it in there, I will add. And I will mix all that juice together, make some simple syrup with the sugar, and fill up a pitcher with ice and make my own lemonade. Yeah, my youngest son, yeah, he's a good kid. Well, I was so bummed out. I'm serious. When they cut the pandemic food stamps, I really was. I knew they were going to, but South Carolina cut them a month early, which sucked because I was going to go to the meat market over in Conway and I was going to get like a bunch of stuff and fill up the deep freezer here. And they cut them a month early, like, couldn't wait to, because God forbid, you know. See, I'm noticing after being here for a few years, South Carolina is a contradiction of itself. It really is. Because when you say South Carolina, people think of Myrtle Beach. And that's going to be the first thing that comes to their mind. They think of the condos, hotels, tourism, all that. But what they don't realize, the farther away from the beach you go, there's poverty. There's poverty. Um, I know we passed this one trailer park the one time, and some of the lanes had really weird names. And there were some like rundown trailers. And I thought, okay, now we're getting into a poor area. But people don't realize that. Like I said, anybody, back in PA, like, oh, you're by Myrtle Beach. Well, I'm not far from it, but I'm not at the beach. But they don't realize that there's a lot of poverty too. There's a lot of places do not pay good. Yeah, exactly, Charity. North Carolina, same way. And so they think of the tourism and everything. Well, that money stays in Myrtle Beach. That money don't trickle down to Conway, Aner, Marion, Dillon, Nichols. No, it don't trickle down to every place else. Like I said, Ronnie was working in a grocery store. He was making $8.25. He used to make $13.50 when he worked down the Skywheel transportation. At one point, I was trying to find a room for him um, that he could have rented down Myrtle Beach so he could have kept that job. People were charging $800-900 for a damn bedroom. Then they're going to charge you for water, electric, and internet. And I got so mad seeing these ads, so I called the one up. I said, hi, I'd like to ask you about your ad online. I said, my son is looking for a room. He is employed. He works at Skywheel, blah, blah, blah. And I said to the lady, but I'm curious of something. I go, do you have an apartment building or a house with an apartment attached? She said, no. I said, well, then how do you have a separate water meter and electric meter? She's like, well, I don't. I said, well, if you don't have a water meter from the city and you do not have an electric meter from Ori Electric, how are you going to know how much electricity and water my son is actually using? Say, if he had that room, that you're going to charge him for water and electric that he's using. I said, but if you don't have separate meters, how can you fairly gauge how much water he uses? And she said, well, I would just have him go halves. And I go, but what if he didn't use half of that bill's worth of electric? And a lady goes, she goes, well, I think that's fair. I go, well, I don't. I said, if you're going to charge somebody for electric and water, you should have a separate water meter and you should have a separate electric meter. It sounds to me, I said, like you just want somebody to help you pay your mortgage and split the bills with. And she got mad. She hung up on me. And it's like true. $800 for a room plus internet, water, and electric. Like, no. That is true, Charity. But I am telling you, if you check out that website, Low Income Relief, her YouTube channel, and then check out her actual website. Her name is Nicole. You can go on the website and actually put in your county, with your state, and what it is you're looking for. And like they will try to find like resources for you for things if you're looking. Now I found out on my own, not from Low Income Relief. I found out through South Carolina Department of Aging that there is a separate transportation thing for like grocery shopping. If you want to go get a haircut, want to go meet up with somebody, want to go to some kind of a social event and that. It's called Waccamaw. It's through Waccamaw Regional something council. And I read it and it said, we fill in the gap for transportation for needs other than doctor and dentist appointments. Like say I had to go to DSS, which I've never set foot in the office down here. But let's just say, like, I had to go there for something. I could call them up and say my appointment is this day, yada, yada, yada. And like I'd be able to get a ride there to it. Because otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I know now where, these different offices are, but like that transportation and that won't take you. That's only for like tests, going to a pharmacy, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, eye doctor appointments, whatever. Yeah, me too. I got to. I'm going to shut it down. I have chicken cooking in that pot for my crew, and by now it should be ready to skin it, and I'll make some rice and feed these guys. And Ronnie and I didn't even eat ourselves, so I got to microwave my meatballs and the buns and everything, so we could actually eat. But thank you to everybody who did.
Not to mention, I got a rug to rip up, so.
Okay. Well, thank you to everybody who did show up tonight. I am probably going to do a TikTok. My battery is running low.
Your laptop's like, yeah, you're gonna be calling it quits soon.
Yeah, your battery is running low. Because I have it, I charge it in the bedroom in the back. That's where the modem is.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. And Charity, maybe you and I could do the live stream together. Is there a way we could do the live stream together? No, I guess not.
Yeah, there should be a way to do it together.
That's something we could do, Charity. We could do a live stream together. Ronnie said there is a way to do it. I'm going to have to look into that. But I'm also going to post pictures and that up on TikTok, and I'm going to do a little video about that. And there's probably a post I'm going to make. I'm going to let that run for a while there too about Blue and Ebony. TikTok has a strong animal lover community, a lot of rescues. Like I follow people, that have been doing like things for their animals for different things, different surgeries and things. There's a strong group of animal lovers on TikTok. So I'm going to see if that might, help me out too. But thank you everybody for coming. I am hungry. My battery is running low and my dogs are hungry. So take care, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Jimmy, I hope I get to talk to you again. Take care. Good night, guys. Bye.